choose this. My option this is. Okay, so you're listening to DC Live. We care, we share, we are on air. I have Rajneesh from Vikram team. Hi, Rajneesh.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Rajneesh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
So how is the hackathon registrations happening?
It's quite good. Like the number of people who join, like it's more than 10 now.
Okay, maybe after this session 1, I may see more people are joining into the hackathon. But I know about the marathon actually. People will run from one place to another place. What is this hackathon? People has to run or what they have to do? What is this hackathon?
Yeah, it's kind of same. So what in marathon we have a time period, and within that we have to run, or there is a like we have to run for 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. The same way here we have a task that we have a project that we have to finish within a time limit.
Time zone. Okay, so there is a time zone. Okay, tell us about our Daisy Crew hackathon. What is the name of the hackathon? We'll start from there.
Okay, Uma.
Hi, Uma. Hi. So yes, over to you.
So we are launching a hackathon which is on the title Chai Break. So this hackathon is it's using no-code tools where you don't when we went for lunch, I heard many queries about this hackathon, like should we use any code? We don't know any coding, so how will we do it? So it's like it's like you using a ChatGPT or a Gemini or any other AI tools. So you just have to prompt, and you have to build whatever on the output comes. You have to build on it.
Okay, Uma, as you said, no coding is needed. I have a question for you. So, do you need to see that it is open to all? Like anybody can do? Take part in this hackathon.
Yes, anybody can take part because we all know how to use AI tools, right? Okay. Like ChatGPT. We all use it every day. So it's like prompting with that, we can build in this hackathon. So I guess.
Thanks.
Just to add,
yes,
so Rajneesh has just completed the hackathon recently. We'll ask him to speak a bit more about his personal experience. How was it like to participate and actually finish second out of 300 participants? Rajneesh, we are all eager to hear.
Yes, Rajneesh.
Yeah, recently I joined the hackathon, national level hackathon, where there were more than 300 participants. And the most important thing in a hackathon is that we have to there are lots of people who joins, and we look at them and we think that they're more intelligent and they're going to win, and like most of the people quit in the mid, like 90% or more than that, they quit in the mid, thinking that others who joined are like better than them. But those who stays till end, they learn a lot, even though if they don't win, they learn a lot. And I'll suggest all of you to join the hackathon and stay till the end, submit your projects, and
learn.
Learn. Just to follow up, Rajneesh, how was that hackathon different from Daisy Crew's hackathon?
So there we had to stay in premises for 36 hours. So we cannot go outside for a long period of time. Like we can take breaks, 1 hour or maximum 2 hour of break. But here it's different. You have to stay at home and like on your preference you can work, and like there we had to code, but now like you just have to write prompts. In the later session we'll see how to use Gemini or Cloud to create websites. There was a time when we need to know all the coding stuffs, software design. Like there is a 4 year of like coding that they do to learn all of this. But nowadays it's very easy. Even those who doesn't know anything, they are able to create websites, web apps.
Okay, so what advice will you give to other crewmates, Desi crew employees who want to participate in this hackathon? How should they approach this challenge?
They should learn about different AI tools and like there are tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, and Make, Google Firebase.
Great. So these awareness sessions are to introduce people to these tools and help them get started. So with that, we'll get the session started. Rajneesh is going to take over as the instructor for today. I wish him all the best.
Yeah. So thank you, team. I could see few of them joined, like Shan, Priyanka, Simuka from Kapu, and Srinidhi. Before we go to a session, do you have any question, general question, or you want to say anything about the hackathon, guys?
Hi, Shan.
Hi, Shan. Yes.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody. So I think Vaidish and all here. So see, I have an idea of automate DMAX, all right, and I'm working on it. But I think I can join along with another 2 more people for this AI hackathon. Is that correct?
So 1 is captain and 3 is a member. So
3 to 5 members.
3 to 5.
Okay. So shall I be a captain and I can add 2 more people to the team? And
Yes.
they should be from the same unit, or they can be from the different teams.
They can be different.
They can be different, right? Okay, that is the confusion I had. So anyhow, that got clarified. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Shan. So over to Rajneesh to start the session. All the best, Rajneesh. Over to you.
Screen is good.
Yeah.
Screen share.
Yes.
Okay, so to register for this hackathon, we have this website where you can register, or if you have any queries, you can write your queries. Okay, so let's start with a simple prompt to create.
So Rajneesh, you can tell them about how to log into Gemini, how to register on Gemini.
Okay, so how many of you use ChatGPT, Gemini, or any LLM tool in your?
So Simuka has responded yes. He is used with that. Okay. Anybody else or familiar? Shan is also familiar. Srinidhi is also familiar. So thanks for responding. We look good.
So those who doesn't use Gemini or Cloud, they can search for Gemini and Cloud on internet. They'll get this websites where they can ask any queries and it will respond. So let's start and let's go and ask Gemini to create a new website, a simple website. So recently, like we are working in Team Vikram, but we doesn't have any website for Team Vikram. So let's see if I ask Gemini to create a website for our team.
by the time it's creating the website, any idea how long does it take to create a website? What is the responding time?
For a simple website, it only takes 30 seconds to 1 minute maximum.
Okay, faster than already.
More and so this is the website that it created for me, and I can also share this with anyone. There is a button to share. If I copy and paste it in, here if I copy the link and send it to anyone, they will be able to see this website.
Rajneesh, can you go back? Can you just explain the steps of how did you get the link, etc.?
So click on the share button. There will get share canvas.
Okay, you see the top right, there is a share button, and once we click on the share button, you will get to see the share Canva link. So from there, you can copy and share it with however you want, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like, and now I can ask to update the UI if I want to add specific project or make changes to anything. It will do that.
For example.
So what prompt you are going to give, Rajneesh? What
I
you
did
are going
not
to
like the
change?
color, so I'll ask it to change the color.
So Rajneesh don't like blue color, so instantly you want to give some other color. What's your favorite color, Rajneesh? In that?
Black.
Okay, black.
Meanwhile, it is changing. Like you see this website, Yasani has made this website using Gemini only.
So Rajneesh, where is this website hosted? So you create a website, but how do we do the hosting?
So I have hosted it on Google Cloud, but there is a way that I showed you. This also works, but we get this header and footer here. So there's different ways to host it. One of the free option is directly sharing this link. Another one is to host it on Google GitHub pages. And GCP, you will have to create account and add a billing account. Then only you will be able to host it on.
So for this hackathon, you don't have to worry about hosting in terms of GitHub, etc. These all can be by Project Vikram once it's shortlisted and once we have an idea of what we are building. So for the purpose of this hackathon, you can just create this link and share with us. But this is only an example for a website. Probably in later sessions, we can also explain how to build apps or dashboards, etc.
Yeah. So you will have to share this link, or you'll have to record a video and send to us. And based on that, we'll evaluate, and then those who are like shortlisted, to them we'll help them deploy it on the GCP.
Okay.
So Rajneesh, just I have one more thought. What would be the backend database you are using for this? Actually?
Okay, that question is from Ram. Ram, can you repeat it? Sorry.
Yeah, you have done this with the Gemini, right? What would be the background database you are going to use for this?
Database.
Yeah, database.
So for database, you can use SQLite DB, which doesn't need any extra server. So it will work with the backend itself, and you can also use like once you get shortlisted, we may help you set up big query on GCP.
No, Rajnish, so what he's asking is, do we first need a database when we are submitting this idea? Or for example, we have created a website, the database set up or something like that.
No,
It's not required.
no, it's not required. So since it's no code hackathon, so for setting up databases, you need to like write simple codes. So in the first round, there is no need for setting up database. But later, once you get shortlisted, we may help you set up database if there is need.
Okay, move on, Rajesh. Thanks, Ram, for that.
So
Ram,
there is,
is your query answered? If you have any further questions, please ask.
Yeah, I got it clear. Thanks, man. Cool.
so we have another tool, Cloud, which we can use to share the link, deploy it. So I'll log it. Yeah. So first we have to register for any of these LLM tools. If I ask the same question to Cloud,
Okay, Rajneesh, I have a question for you. If we have a website, okay, and if we want to copy that content from that website to our newly creating portal, is that possible using any of these AI tools?
you are not clear.
I'm not clear. Okay, I'll ask the question again. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are right.
The question is, we have one website, let us name as A, okay?
Mhm.
And I want to copy the entire content from that A website to website B.
Mhm.
Is that possible using our AI tool?
Yeah, it is possible to make a clone of.
Cloning.
Yeah.
We can clone it, is it?
Hmm. So now all of these LLMs have capabilities to search on internet. So if you give a link to any website, it will go through that website and it will help you create another project which will be like quite similar to the one that you added the link.
Okay, thank you.
So now, Rajneesh, that we are using Claude now, and I can see there's a stark difference between both the websites, which one we saw in ChatGPT, and now that we are seeing in Claude, right? So how do we like change the content of the website? For example, right now, what I see, there are a lot of unnecessary content which may not be relevant to what Project Vikram is doing, right?
Mhm.
So how do we do that?
We can write another query to change those parts which let's suppose I want to change this part, the header part here. So I will ask we can talk about any sections. Let's suppose I did not like the footer, so I can tell that please change the footer and give the description how we want. And if you compare with Gemini, Cloud, since Cloud has a longer tokens, so it generates a longer code, and it's also optimized for coding. So Gemini is multi-purpose, but Cloud works best in coding.
Okay. And how do we share here? How do we get the link for this website?
Yeah, there is a button to publish. You can publish and copy the link and share it with anyone.
Rajnish, can you please tell which coding language you used to create this?
I did not use any coding language. I just used prompt, and internally you can tell whatever you want. Now it's using HTML and CSS to make this website. If I tell it to Vue.js, CDN, and Tailwind CSS for UI, not vanilla CSS. So it will use those tech stack. If you already know any programming language, you can ask to create the websites using those tech stacks. So it will be easier for you to debug and make any changes if you want.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
So Ranjish, so I mean, these tools are paid ones, right? Like, what are the limitations with these tools? Even Claude, so it has free trial, but there are.
So daily you can
use this for app development. Is that true?
So there are limitations for free. So if you talk about Cloud, it gives, you can only ask 3 to 4 questions.
Okay.
In Gemini you can ask lot more questions.
Okay, so why I'm asking is because I mean, in the requirements, like you had mentioned some 4-5 tools, right? Like I mean, I think most of them are paid ones, licensed tools. So in that case, like if we can use only 2 or 3 questions, then I mean, like how do we proceed? Because with the free trial, it has only 3 to 4 questions, means like we have to build the entire app, right?
Yeah.
Vaidish, you want to take this up?
So there is limitations for all this.
Yeah.
So daily for Cloud, let's suppose it gives us 4 questions daily.
Mm-hmm.
So if we run out of queries, we can ask next day.
Okay.
Or we can use Gemini.
So your conversations are saved. So maybe you can show the conversation in history.
Yeah.
So whatever conversations you had with the chatbot is always saved here.
You can come back and always
Refer. So you can save it for today, come back tomorrow, and continue your.
Or else you can copy the codes. Like now I asked something, but it missed something, and like now it's asking to retry.
Mm-hmm.
So let's suppose I go, like now I cannot ask any new questions. I'll have to either get subscription or come back tomorrow. So one way is to copy the code from here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go to Gemini and
So, Udaya, just to answer your question, during the shortlisting phase, right, you use your free versions to come up with the idea and come up with the basic prototype. Once teams are shortlisted, we will give you access to the paid versions so that you can take full access in terms of making a deployable ready solution.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So why I'm asking is because the minimum to maximum team numbers are 3 to 5. So each one of us will do different modules or features, right? So in that case, like with this limitations or 4 prompts per day and all, I mean, it won't help, right? So that is what I've just asked you the question.
Yeah, just to add to that, I think you can use different mail IDs. So you can have a team of 3 to 5 people, right? So they can use their mail IDs to log in to Claude, and then you can collaborate in that way so that those 3-5 questions become 20 questions. So that's how you can complete.
Okay. So, and the modules will also be in one place, or so we have to collect it from 4 different that email ID accounts, and then we have to integrate it. Is it like that?
Yeah. You have to, got it.
So once you are switching from one account to another account, you need to copy the code, latest code, and the context, what question you asked, and then you can give this code and the question to the next person's account, and there you can ask so that it will continue from where.
Okay.
No, my question again here is, do you need so much of, refinement or questions sent to the LLM during the ideation phase?
Yeah, they may need to ask many follow-up questions to LLM. Let's suppose they will have to make changes in some parts of the websites, or when they will start, they will have to experiment, they will have to learn, so they may need.
Acha, okay, for experimentation and learning purposes, got it. Okay. Yeah, okay, for now I think if this is manageable, then we can take this approach. Otherwise, please let us know, we'll figure out some other solutions as well.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we will try and come back because see, for a static website, this is fine, but for the contest, like we have to build up, like application, right? So for that, I mean, I don't think, I mean, this, yeah, so definitely we can use it, but with the free edition, I think there will be some limitations when we actually start the project and all. So that's what I just asked, whether we have to follow only these AI tools, or we can also come up with our own tools. I mean, some different AI tools also.
So these tools only help you create static websites.
Yeah, but the requirement is app, right?
Yeah. So in next sessions we'll like go to web apps.
Okay.
There are few tools using which we can make web apps.
Okay.
So like using Gemini and Cloud, ChatGPT does write codes, but it doesn't have a live preview. So use Gemini and Cloud to create simple websites. You can create a website for your personal portfolio or any landing page or anything, whatever idea you have, just try it out and see.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, so can you show me the published ones? Because so that time you just published and the link also copied. Then after that, like what we have to do? So it gives us a separate, I mean, like URL for us for the website, gemini.google.com.
We get a separate URL.
Okay. So is it possible for us to host this in our server? I mean, if we have some dedicated server, can we host it?
So currently in Project Vikram, we are using GCP
Okay.
for all our hosting requirements.
Okay.
So depending on how your project is and whether it's shortlisted, what's the final stages and so on, we'll take a call at that time whether we will be
Okay.
hosting it on GCP or not.
Okay. And also one query from the team also, because you mentioned 3 to 5 members, right? 5 members, I mean like 4 team members plus 1 DNext leader, or 5 members plus 1 DNext leader? That was the question from my team.
Yeah, so total should be 3 to 5.
Okay.
So including the DNext leader.
Okay,
including-
that means 4 plus 1 or
Yes,
3 plus
yes.
1.
Yeah, yeah. And we need a captain as well, team captain.
Okay.
So you mean to say, Vaidish, captain need not to be a DNext leader, but a DNext leader should be a part of her team.
Yes,
Just
yes,
like that.
yes.
Okay. So Udaya ma'am, I think it's now clear. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So out of 5, 1 default DNext leader should be there, but
Mm.
I mean, it's
One-
not mandatory like he should be a captain. Anybody can be as a captain
Yeah.
out of the 5. Yeah.
Understood.
Okay. So Rajnish, are you completed the part of both Gemini and Cloud?
Yeah.
Any other questions from the team? So anybody want to ask about the registration or anything you have doubt in this session, what you have taken today, or your suggestion, what you want to know more about it? So the upcoming session will try to come up with those things.
Yeah, hi. One question from my side.
Yes.
Hi, Rajneesh.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, Rajneesh, at the beginning of the site, so what instruction have you given to Cloud? I just, maybe I missed a couple of minutes in the beginning. Sorry about that.
I just asked a simple query: create a website for Project Vikram where we do data science related stuff, and they.
Okay. Okay. So did you give any more clarification, like how the website should look like? What should be there on that page?
Yeah, if you give a clear instruction, it will go with the instruction.
So you checked with Gemini first, and after that you went to Cloudy?
So what you can do is you write all your instructions in a text file or anywhere, or you can upload the instruction, or you can paste the instruction here and ask to create a website. Like if I have to create a personal portfolio website, I can give my resume and ask to create a personal portfolio website for me. It will use the all the details, my details from my resume, and it will create a
So Vinita, one of the judging criteria, in fact, is the prompt, right? So how creative and how deep can you go with your prompt?
Okay.
And that is how what will come out in your result as well, right? So for example, like you saw, Rajneesh had given just 1-line prompt, and that is how the output was. But then again, if you put your mind into it and give a detailed prompt with detailed instructions, for example, you can ask Gemini that, hi, you are Vinuta Bhosle, and you are participating in this AI hackathon. You have an idea of creating testing software, and accordingly give step-by-step instructions. So the more detailed and the more better your prompt is, the better your result is going to come out, right? And the more creative. Basically, here is where human intelligence comes into picture, right? So the more mind you put into actually prompting the machine, the better output you'll get. So this is why this is one of the judging criteria, where we'll also see what is your prompt.
Okay. So the prompts should also be captured, and we need to have it in that app as well. Like if it is getting. Okay. Mhm.
Yes, we need your prompts. When you submit your submission, we need your prompts as well, because that's where we'll be able to replicate whatever you've done. So you need to save your prompts. Also, just to add, you can give a simple prompt like Rajnish did in Gemini, and then you can follow up with more detailed prompts.
Once it creates a simple website, you can ask to add different things, make changes to those. Let's suppose, like, we made this website. Yes, Avani made this website using Gemini. So initially it looked very simple, but then she asked to add a background image.
Okay.
Since it's like AI hackathon, she searched for a website and searched for a background image, and she gave the link as well. And then she gave.
So what about? Yeah, Rajnish. And there is a button called register now. If you click on that, is it working? I haven't.
Yeah,
checked.
it works.
So is it? It's all stored in Google Docs.
Yes, Google Forms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there is a query button also. You can ask for any queries.
Okay.
Anytime if you get any query, you can recommend
But
us.
yeah, here I have a question, Rajneesh and Vedish. So for example, this register now, it has a hyperlink, and then in any query, this becomes interactive, right? This website now has become interactive, and data is being sent to the backend, right? So
Yeah.
how will everybody here, if they want to make it an interactive website, how will they proceed with this?
Okay, so for this queries, for this, we have used backend. So
Which tool have you used for backend and also for register now?
we have a project, DC Meet. There I created a new API, and that I used for this. So of course, like when you are making web apps, it's not as simple as static websites. There you need to take care of different things. There will get some bugs.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So it would be better if you could show some demo on web app creation. So that will be helpful for us to begin.
We plan to do that in the next session.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Rajnish.
Yeah, because definitely we need a backend also, right?
Yeah.
For all the apps.
Yeah, so we planned it like the first day we'll just give a demo of how to create a simple websites.
Got it.
And you all try to create websites. Once you get used to creating websites, then you'll get some confidence that yeah, I can make apps also.
Yeah.
Marketing the Marathon, I can take part in the hackathon also. So that's what we basically need. Right? Thanks, Udaya ma'am and Vinuka. Any other questions, or you want any other things to know in future classes? Rajneesh will come up of it. More questions? Okay.
I have one.
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Regarding, you told that we need to record the video while doing. So
Yeah.
how many minutes?
You don't have to record the video while doing. Once you finish, you have to record the video final.
Of the final application. How
Final
it works.
recording means website, after the websites are created.
Yes, after creating everything.
Like you
Okay,
have to record a video of this.
So 3 minutes video you're saying?
There's no time limit or anything. So we'll give you a space on the website where you can upload your submissions. So there's no sort of minimum or maximum time limit.
Okay.
I think this will get clearer once we have the web app session, because that is where you might need a longer video, because then the web app becomes interactive, right? Like you'll click on a button and then it will fetch some data, etc. Like for example, for this website, if you're only creating a website, then this whole the video of just the website is enough, right? However, if you are going to create applications, then you might have to show what is happening when, why are we doing this, etc. So probably in the next session when Rajneesh covers web apps, you'll have a better idea on that. Any other questions on the registration part of it or the structure part of it? We would love to hear from all of you.
Rajnish, we have a small doubt. So registration, is it 5 members plus 1 DNX leader or 4 plus 1?
Yeah, it is 4 plus 1.
Okay.
So including DNX leader, total 5.
Yes, Bhargavi.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So that's what we mentioned in the beginning.
So
The same question was asked.
registration links have been shared.
Yes, Srikanth, we sent.
Vedish, why don't you share the registration link?
Yeah, we are sharing it in the chat.
Yeah, share it here, and probably once this session is over, we can also share it over email.
Yeah, okay. Srilekha, Gopi Krishna has one question. He has raised his hand. Can you take his question?
Yes, Gopi. Gopi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, hello team. Actually, I have a query related to the idea themes mentioned in the hackathon website. So for instance, if we take a training and learning topic, so we have 4 points mentioned under the training and learning section. So should we work on all the 4 points as part of that particular topic, or should we focus on one particular point, like the auto-generated uses we should work on, or we should consider working on all the 4 points?
Have you got the question?
Yeah, so what he is asking is, in the idea themes, we had mentioned HR and admin. So below that, we have tools to manage attendance leaves, expense tracking systems, performance management tools, and event management. So he is asking like whether we have to.
So let me take this up.
Or anyone would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Udaya. So let me take this up. So what you see in terms of broad idea themes, the broad idea themes are HR, admin, training, learning, etc. Now, what you see under bulleted points are examples. You can either pick one of the examples, but what we are encouraging is for you to come up with your own ideas. For example, this is what we see from 1,000 feet level above. These are some challenges what the organization must be facing, but you might be facing some different challenges. So you can come up with your own idea. So these are just an example. Okay. All these points are just examples, but you can definitely come up with your own idea, which can be under that broad theme.
Okay, Priyanka.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Thanks for the clarification. We were under the impression that like we have to pick one topic from any of these.
No, we'll clarify this on the website.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, there is this others. You can idea.
Okay. So I mean, like, so if you don't mind, so can you also walk us through the process once? Like now, session 1 has. I mean, we are in the session 1. After that, like we will be doing the registration. So then, what next? Like.
So we have listed on the website the different phases of this hackathon. So this first phase is now what is going on. So we'll give you a couple of sessions on using these different tools and just to help you get to awareness of it. And then 15th is the deadline to register with your team.
July 15th. Okay.
So and then we'll go to the next stage, which is evaluating your ideas and shortlisting teams and so on. So that is July 21st. And then we give you a week to build your ideas.
Okay.
So we'll be helping you out in that phase as well. So you can reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you out because there are only 15 teams which will be shortlisted.
Okay.
And then there's a demo demo July 28th to August 1st is a demo session. So we'll also have some external judges who will be coming in and judging your ideas. So it will be a live demo of 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Based on the judges' evaluation, we'll proceed with announcing the winners. Post hackathon, we also are planning to post it on the Vikram website and also, making sure it is functional and working.
Okay, Vaidish, one question here. So
Yes.
you said 15 teams will be selected. On what basis? Criteria for that? Yes, you have given the
Yeah, I also had the
points
same
which
query.
need to.
On what basis the 15 teams are getting shortlisted? What is the criteria and what is the weightage? Any split up of how you are going to evaluate us?
So the basic criteria is, first thing is how relevant is this problem you're trying to tackle. So how impactful will the solution be to JC Crew in terms of operations or productivity or any of the teams listed. So that is one. Second thing is this solution functional? So that's another point of criteria. How easy it is to use, and how much effort you and your team members have put into the process. That will also be a part of our own metrics as to how we judge. So we'll have external judges as well, and as well senior leaders will be pitching in our evaluation. So yeah, it will be a whole holistic process.
Okay, so if there is a group of 5 people and they want to give the problem statement for solution for 2-3 problems, is it okay to do that? If one doesn't go well, and they can go for the second one.
So you want to submit 3 solutions for one team?
Sorry?
You want to submit 3 solutions with one team?
Something like that. Yeah, Vaidish. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are looking at 1 solution per team.
Okay.
So, but this is something new. We haven't thought about it. So if it's a request from your side, maybe
we are interested in something like team building.
Yeah.
Okay, that is one. And one more is quizzing and all. So some of the team members are interested in 2-3 topics. So can we have a solution like that and give you this problem? This will be the solution we are looking for. So you can pick us like, okay, you cannot go for this one. You can select based on the criteria.
Okay, so you want to submit different ideas, and based on our evaluation, you want to proceed with one idea, right?
Yes,
That's
because
what-
our group is coming up with different ideas. We may not be able to align on one because we don't want, okay, this was one of the topic I suggested, but it was not taken. It should not be like this. We are going to suggest whatever the team members are suggesting. 4 team members will come up with 4 solutions for the problems. Okay, we'll give all the 4 solutions to you. You can choose, okay, this is not a good one.
Vinuta, this is a team building activity. So first stage itself, the team, they have to decide one together.
No, we want to make it as like, we are deciding one, but thing here is like, if it is a good approach and this hackathon team says this is a good one, you can go for this one also. So we are open for that one. It is.
You have only a week time for development.
Yeah, development
You
is
have to
one.
consider
Solution.
that also.
Yeah.
No, just adding to that point, we have 6 teams, right? So what if I have ideas for all the 6 teams? If I submit 6 entries, will that be eligible?
Okay. Let me share my 2 cents here. While Vinita has a very good point in terms of one team may have multiple ideas, but also somebody I think mentioned that this is a team building activity as well. So what we can do is, in fact, this is how standardly everywhere else also it operates. We can allow a minimum of 1, maximum of 3 entries per team, right? However, you will have to showcase 1 as your primary idea and 2 as your backup. So the weightage will be given to your first primary idea. However, if we are not shortlisting your primary idea, then we might look at your backup 2 ideas. Does that work well?
Yeah, sure, Priyanka. We can go with this. Thank you.
Vaidish, we can note this down so that we can share a clarification.
What if my first idea is or getting shortlisted? What about my rest other 2 ideas which I proposed?
No, only one idea will proceed. Rama? Only one idea.
No, there will be some edge case scenarios, right? All my 3 ideas are being valid, and my first idea is getting approved. What about my
Which is
second,
why I
other 2
said-
ideas?
No, that's why I said that one idea all of you has to come up, which will be your primary pitch, right? And if that gets shortlisted, well enough, only that idea will go ahead. However, in case your primary idea does not get shortlisted, we will have a look at your remaining 2 ideas. So the preference will be given to your first primary idea.
Yeah, I agree with that point. What I'm trying to ask is, I have 3 ideas. My primary, all the 3 ideas are pretty much valid. So I'm getting shortlisted for my primary idea. So what about the other 2 ideas which are valid, which can also be included?
You can keep your ideas. We can do it for, we can take it on the next hackathon, but the build phase will only happen for that one idea that is getting shortlisted.
Understood.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we have come to an end of the session. I think we'll wrap up with this. So if you have any questions or anything, there is an option button which is in the website. You see any query. So you can post your questions there. So Vikram team will answer as soon as possible. Feel free to touch with keep in touch with us. Thank you, Rajneesh, and thank you, Vaideesh, and thank you, Uma, to make it short. Thank you, Vikram team, for hosting the first session. We'll move on. We'll let you update the short session in DC Live. Thank you, team, for joining DC Live.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Happy to see lots of listeners here, 30+ today. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to DC Live. We care, we share, and we are on air.